Would you debate for love? And despite everything, say you won't give up. Would you debate for love? And despite everything, say you won't give up. Don't give up.
In this video, he sets up this rapper called Baby No Money with 7 options for a date, and all of them are supposed to shoot their shot with this guy. Okay. And he describes himself as, you know, really down to earth, like, I know I'm a rapper, but I'm looking to settle down and find a wifey. I'm not that sexual of a person, despite what you may think. And
hazards of the business
these women just throw themselves at this guy. But Rachel Lerman, especially, the blonde that you're about to see in this clip, went over the top with it. And it's getting incredibly mixed reactions from X. Some men are saying that this is like their dream woman. And then on the other hand, they're saying, no, she's clearly insane, and I would avoid this woman like the plague based on her behavior. So I'm going to actually watch Brett's fresh reaction to this clip since he hasn't seen it yet. I am intensely interested in what you have to say.
All right, here we go.
Before I give mine, can I do something real quick?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I just... Wow, how thoughtful.
Wow.
It looks a little nice now.
Whoa.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Rachel.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I have a fun fact. When I was in high school, I broke the state record for the most block shots. So good luck to everyone trying to shoot their shot. Okay.
Poetic.
I also have another question.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you a Twitch streamer?
I do stream sometimes.
Because I'd be your sub.
Oh, damn. Back to back to back to back.
Tier 3 sub or what?
Top tier for sure.
Oh, back to back, ladies and
W in
gentlemen.
the chat, guys.
Dubs in the chat for Rachel.
It's a little embarrassing. So I sing, but I kind of sing cringy music, and when I sing really, really fucking loud.
Sing.
There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same. Since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. Good morning, Belle. Good morning, monsieur. Where are you off to? The bookstore. I just finished the most wonderful story about a beanstalk and an ogre, and then she gets cut off, and that's, yeah.
All right.
Disney, hire her!
Okay, so what are your thoughts? Is this cringe? Or is it endearing?
Yeah, she's going too hard.
What do you say?
She's
This is
going,
too try hard?
She's going too hard. I mean, she doesn't look like she's trying to win the competition. She looks like she's trying to get farmed out into clicks and turned into viral memes, which is exactly what happened. So in that case, she did exactly
Fair
what
enough.
she set out to do.
Yeah,
but she
fair
doesn't
play
seem
to
to
her.
actually be interested in dating this guy. But then again, does anybody actually go to these types of shows to look for lasting
Looking for
connection?
love.
Yeah, like, is that a thing?
Yeah, I doubt it. So you're saying this is cringe, like this wouldn't work on you.
It's what I always say to you. I said she has throw your clothing out the second story of the building energy.
Okay, that's what a lot of the comments are saying. Yeah,
Like-
one of them said it's wild how BPD girls have more Rizz in their pinky finger than the average woman has in their whole body.
She sounds like every threat she will make against you comes in the form of therapy speak.
Oh, another one said, you'll find this type of energy cute and harmless until she destroys your life, and then you will never find it attractive again.
Yes.
It's a trap. And then there were some other comments from men saying this is like the ideal way for women to flirt. They think that this is like perfect 10 out of 10 performance from her, including this guy. If women really want guys, can't they just be straightforward and honest like this girl right here? Another one said this
There's
is
nothing
called...
honest about what we're watching.
Exactly. This is called flirting. It's designed to be a little forced. Did everyone forget what normal human interactions are? So to this person, this is like normal. But then another one said, as an alpha male, this gives me the ick. And then, why does she sound like a cartoon? Funny how those chicks were bothered and pressed because this one was outgoing, fun, and spontaneous. It was like completely 180 takes.
Stay away from her.
It was either like she's all good or all bad.
Do you know what the biggest red flag was? She could actually sing.
Oh yeah, I mean she was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
she could probably
Like
do
that
voice
was the
acting.
biggest red flag out of all of this, was that she could actually sing. She's a performer, I'm guessing, of some sort.
Well, when I watched this clip, it reminded me of one thing instantly. This sexy baby bit from 30 Rock. So I just have to do a callback.
So you can drop the sexy baby act and lose the pigtails.
But I like my pigtails. My uncle says they're sexy.
Enough with the gross jokes and that voice. I want you to talk in your real voice.
This is my real voice. And the whole sexy baby thing isn't an act. I'm a very sexy baby.
Okay. It reminded.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever see the movie? No guys in the chat will have seen this movie. A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore and Shane West. It was a Nicholas Sparks book turned into a movie, not The Notebook. And in the movie, Mandy Moore plays a girl named Jamie, right? And she's very religious. Her father's a pastor, and she falls in love with a guy. And she talks in this like high-pitched, sweet voice, like a caricature of what you'd imagine a perfectly innocent person with no flaws would talk like. And then, except for at one point where she like gets down to earth with her dad and goes, "Dad, it's just a sweater." And to this day, I still can't believe the director did not stop and make her do another take, because she completely abandoned the voice she had been talking in the whole movie. Even when she would yell in the movie, she still had that high register to her voice. And then it just disappeared for one scene. And that was like maybe one of my first examples where I'm like, why didn't they redo that? That's this type of voice. Like it's put on and fake.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know how you can see this and not be struck by how artificial her personality is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that would be a turnoff for almost anyone, I hope. In real life, maybe not through a video. If you're looking at a video, it's different. But if you were interacting with this person in real life, it'd be deeply unsettling.
I mean, this is also, it's not like you go to a big room. What is it with all, somebody points this out, what is with the flood of videos of people in blank white rooms? It looks like you're in a room run by a serial killer or a cult. And they make these types of dating shows, or even Trevor Wallace does a lot of comedy skits in these types of environments. He's a comedian. You don't actually go to these rooms to look for love. You go to these rooms to make content. It's
like the Jubilee warehouse, you know? Yeah. You enter a liminal space.
Yeah, there's nothing about this that I mean, it would be the guy's fault himself if he actually went to this. But I also feel the same way about guys who go on The Bachelor or women who go on The Bachelor. Like, if you go there looking for love, you've already lost.
Right, most of them are in it for followers. I also did get a little bit conspiratorial because someone mentioned that this entire production was set up to promote an OnlyFans competitor company, which is called Hero Hero. It's actually linked in the YouTube video description. Hero Hero is a direct competitor to OnlyFans, but it's mostly popular. It started out in the Czech Republic, and it's basically the same as a subscriber paid platform, you know, connect with your fans. And that seems to be why they did this. It's like a product placement thing.
Yeah.
But to the point of the video in question, I really just don't like how people think femininity is the same thing as acting childish.
You're not just a girl.
Like, that whole I'm just a girl, ditzy, ooh-woo, whatever, baby thing. Like, that's not feminine. That's just creepy. And I feel like if guys are specifically into that, like, that's a red flag. Like, why do you want to date someone who acts like a 12-year-old?
It also depends on the dynamic of the relationship and whether you're already dating or not, and how you interact together. This type of thing is no dude would ever actually look at something like this before you know them and be like, wow, she looks like she can pay her bills on time.
Speaking of the manic pixie dream girl archetype, do you think that that's an archetype that has completely retired from media?
Yes.
Like, is that going to make a comeback at some point, or is it too dated at this point?
I guess it would have to take on some modern derivation that's more indicative of the times. But like, what is an example that you can think of when you think of the manic pixie dream girl? Because I only think of it as an archetype. I don't even know if I could call to you as like an example of chat. You let us know what you think of as an archetype, as an example of the manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah, or like, what do you think is the prime example of the manic pixie dream girl trope from a movie in a way that's like you actually find her likable and not unsettling like this chick? Like, I think people mention what is her name? Ramona Flowers from
They
Scott
mentioned
Pilgrim.
the term was coined by film critic Nathan Rabin after observing Kirsten Dunst's character in Elizabethtown from 2005. He criticized the type as one-dimensional, existing only to provide emotional support to the protagonist or to teach them an important life lesson while receiving nothing in return. So,
Okay.
you know,
Like a magical Negro.
yes, a literary device that's used. A better example of that, if you're trying to think of what they used feminism wise in the mid 2000s, would have been women in fridges.
Oh, right.
The idea that it was bad to have a woman die as some type of impetus for the hero to spring to action.
Would you debate for love? And despite everything, say you won't give up. Would you debate for love? And despite everything, say you won't give up. Don't